We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Number 41 makes his big league debut right after this. Steven Matz gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Steven Matz is what they look like. Big, strong guy, 6'4", about 220 pounds. Throws from the left side, smooth gas, 93 to 95. Terrific overhand curveball, and his changeup is getting better all the time. Steven Matz is quality.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had eyeballs on yesterday's game. They were able to win that one. They're playing really focused right now, and if they execute like yesterday, I don't see any reason why they don't win today's game.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. Last season, he won the National League Rookie of the Year, and I'll tell you what, he was so impressive, particularly down the stretch. He never got fatigued, and he continued to produce from April till October. What a year he put together.
Into the box, Suzuki. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
And we'll need to keep the hot chocolate flowing tonight. 42 degrees our game time temperature. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Looking up is the center fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Batting third.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 16.
Stepping into the box, Patrick Wisdom. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Pitch on the way. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
The 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
So here's Trey Mancini. 0-1 the count. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Wisdom, the runner at first with 2 gone. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Hit sharply on the ground. DeYoung fields it cleanly, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Marcus Stroman is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
The 1-1 home.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And there's one down now. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. He had exactly 100 RBIs. And if you talk to him, he'll let you know. 100 RBIs is pretty special, folks. I think he's the kind of guy that can have another big year.
Standing in now, Dylan Carlson. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Here's the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's 1 for 4. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Suzuki is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Nico Horner. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Nope, outside. Three balls, no strike.
Yeah, 3 straight balls to start the inning, and it's clear to me he just hasn't found his rhythm out there yet.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Count 3-1.
The 3-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
The center fielder.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
To the plate now, Christopher Morrow. As it's grounded sharply to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting in, the catcher.
Stepping in, Jan Gomes. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball. 1-1.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's hit the ground running right out of spring training. Entering this one with a batting average over 300.
Nolan Arenado.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
Man, I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now. 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
I love these grinder at bats right here. Kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit and wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2.
And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Dero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
And this one's in the dirt, and no advance. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a liner, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, and it's fouled away. Stroman, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
0-2, here it comes. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Wilson Contreras goes down for the second out in the bottom half. At the plate now, Brendan Donovan, as he'll take a look at ball one. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Grounder down the line at third. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Might have swung at ball four there as he manages to foul this one away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. So striding forward now, Marcus Stroman, 9-1-2 due up. First pitch coming, here it is.
1-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
The 2-0 on the way. Skied into straightaway right. Nootbaar is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Now here it comes.
Ball one. Ball
2-0. Happ is really a unique kind of hitter. He bats from both sides of the plate, but what makes him so special is his ability to hit for power from both sides.
Yeah, and this is a manager's dream. This does not come down the pike too often, even in today's game with the best 750 players in the world. There are very few players with the skill set that this guy possesses. I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Digging in, Suzuki. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Line toward the gap in left center. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with two runners in scoring position.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Second and third here, one man out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Here comes another 0-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Standing in, Patrick Wisdom, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Second and third, 2 away. This is on the ground over to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. So coming to the plate, number 41. And as a former late-round draft pick, it really speaks to the hard work he's put in at the minor league level to make the opening day roster here.
I know exactly what this guy's feeling right now, Matty, and I can tell you this. Fact, he cannot feel his legs right now. The only thing I was concerned about my first big league AB is if the camera guys could see my legs shaking.
And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. And good for him. Alec has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
The batter, number 11.
Hey, guys, he's got to feel good about that right there. You know, you're not expecting much on the offensive side. He said to heck with that. He fined barrel right there. That was a bullet for a base hit.
Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The center fielder, number 3.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Now a swing and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now back, first baseman, Paul.
So one gone here in the St. Louis third. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Line drive to left. But this will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
First pitch of the at-bat. Nolan Arenado is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
This is foul right side. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away. One and two. Here it is on the ground to the right side, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with two away.
Number 21.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if he'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with two away. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the Cards. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored one run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a two-bagger.
Stepping in now, Nico Horner, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
To 1-2 now. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A runner at second, nobody out. Still even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted in the air out to center field. Carlson is right there, one down.
Now batting, number 5.
Now in the box, Christopher Morrow. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Man at second here with 2 away, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. First pitch of the at-bat. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Ready with the 1-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Ready with the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 0-1 offering. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2 down, runners at first and second. Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Counts even at 2. The pitch.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping up now, Wilson Contreras. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Here's the first pitch to him.
Yeah.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
In now, Brendan Donovan. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Ball 1, taken just off the inside. Now the 1-1 pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. One out, nobody on. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. A payoff pitch one more time. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, number 41.
Coming to the plate now, number 41. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Stroman steps into the windup. Here's the pitch.
Hey.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hit on the ground toward the left. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, all tied at 1-1.
Leading off for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
First offering on its way. In there, 0-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Happ with a 2-1 count now.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, number 27.
Stepping up to the plate, Suzuki. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Two and 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Carlson is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Digging in once again, Dansby Swanson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1.
2 out, nobody on. That is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Striding in once again, Steven Matz. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Happ is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Paul DeYoung. Last time through was a base hit. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High and deep to center field. Center fielder going back to the track, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Now batting, the center fielder, Gillis Carlson.
Into the box, Dylan Carlson. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Paul Goldschmidt is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Stroman gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Hit in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 2-1 St. Louis. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Patrick Wisdom.
Number 16.
First offering on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Ready once again, Trey Mancini. Here comes the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Now the 1-1 pitch.
The count is 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Nico Horner stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
So now to the plate, Christopher Morrow. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. There's a chopper foul over to the right side. 0-2 now. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Cubs strand 1. They're down 2-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Morrow is there, and he has it for the first out.
The right fielder, number 21, Lars Nootbaar.
Coming to the plate now, Lars Nootbaar. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Low for ball one. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now here's the pitch. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
He obviously wanted that call in the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Looking to send him packing again, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Onto the grass hill and gone. At the plate, Brendan Donovan. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That evens it up 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 2 out, nobody on. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Stroman looks in. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Number 34 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 34 now playing second and batting 9. Number 35.
Tucker Barnhart is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Barnhart.
This one's down to third. Gloved by Arenado. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the pitcher, Marcus Stroman.
Matt Merker will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Merker.
Check swing called strike 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Merker stands at 6'4" tall, bats left, throws right. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back, the right fielder. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
At the plate now, Ian Happ. Into right field, that's a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
So a big moment here, and standing in Suzuki, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. And that'll get through into right as he comes up in the clutch. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. The next Cub up, Dansby Swanson. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First delivery to him on the way. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Tucker Barnhart will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 18, Tucker.
Brandon Hughes gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Now at the plate, number 41. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ball 1. Fouled away. The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Fouled off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1-2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Standing in now, number 35.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And it's fouled away. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. Paul DeYoung will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Very tight ballgame. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down is there, and he's out trying to swipe second. Nice release by Barnhart. Popped him up. Swanson has got it, and the side is retired. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Genesis Cabrera has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 92, Genesis.
New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Trey Mancini.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Now a changeup misses here to begin the 8th. It's 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. DeYoung backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman.
So stepping in, Nico Horner. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
The 1-0.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. High in the air down the right field line. Nootbaar is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Number 5,
Ready for another chance? Christopher Morrow. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Cody Bellinger will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 24, Cody Bellinger.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
1-2. Here it comes. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Cody Bellinger stays in the ball game in the 9-hole and takes over out in center field. Digging in the switch hitter, Dylan Carlson. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Number 19 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The 0-1 pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third. Reined in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The first baseman, Paul.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
D-Roll, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Michael Rucker answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the ninth inning without any trouble. To the plate now, Wilson Contreras as he lines it out to center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Tommy Edman will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And he fouls this one off. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Number 41 is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the card. Zach Thompson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. First pitch on its way. Tucker Barnhart stands in as he looks at a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Zach McKinstry will come off the bench now as he'll pinch hit with the runner at second and nobody out.
Number 6, Zach McKinstry.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. No one out with a runner at second. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Number 41 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping in, Ian Happ. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit.
Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Now batter, number 27.
Ryan Helsley takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 56. Ryan Helsley.
Stepping in now, Suzuki. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Striding in, Dansby Swanson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Now the 1-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over. And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. St. Louis crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win.
Our final line score tonight. First for the